feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Welcome to the Total Apex Wrestling Show. I am your host, Nicholas Mullick. Of course, we have Brandon over here, and we got a new guy here. Yeah, we got a faction here, a trio that's debuting on this. Jerry, how are you doing, my boy?
What's up, Nick? Brandis, how we doing, guys? Let's get into some wrestling. I am so excited, fellas. Let's do this.
Brandon, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Ready to start episode 2.
All right, cool. Let's super kick into the news. We got breaking news that just hit. Like, I think it's been, 90 minutes ago that this just broke? I don't know. I lost track after 90 seconds when I saw this on my phone. Yeah. But we basically now have a creative change. The SmackDown co-lead writer, I put SmackDown co-lead writer of SmackDown because that's what Road Dogg would usually do when he's writing these shows with how bad SmackDown creatively has been. Road Dogg is departing WWE. I mean, this came out of nowhere. I mean, from what I've read online and from updates, apparently Road Dogg was his choice of leaving. This wasn't a firing and all that, but for this to happen, like not 30 minutes before WrestleMania ended, like was about to begin, around there, this is shocking. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
I'm gonna let Jerry start.
I'm gonna kick it off with Brian James, man, Road Dogg. You gotta love him, right? Part of one of the greatest factions of all time in WWE, right? This creative change definitely needed to happen, guys, because of, I mean, online you could all the circulation going around regarding the lackluster storylines and fans being critical of how these storylines have been playing out. I believe it sucks that it's Road Dogg, but obviously, and like Nicholas said, it wasn't a firing or nothing. They both came to terms and wanted to part ways, and I believe this is going to be great for the company moving forward. Yes, it sucks that it happens during WrestleMania season, but fellas, this definitely had to happen to make WWE and SmackDown better. Yeah,
to piggyback off of that, when the craziest thing ever in the WWE Unreal series that this man has straight up wanted to do. Remember when Gunther lost to Jey Uso at WrestleMania and had that feud with Pat McAfee? Do you want to know what this man wanted to have happen? He wanted Gunther to lose to Pat McAfee on that show. That is an actual thing this man has straight up said. And that's not even getting into the wild stuff that's happened with him. And to be honest, SmackDown was on the decline in 2016. 2016 was an amazing year of SmackDown. Ever since Road Dogg got more responsibilities to run that show's gone downhill. Yeah. And to be honest with you, this needed to be done after WrestlePalooza, after the whole fiasco that happened with that show.
Oh, Lord.
Why this creative stuff wasn't, and we're not talking just the SmackDown side. We're talking the Raw side. I mean, even while we're doing the show and preparing for it, we got an update that, like, apparently Alexandra Williams is going to be taking over as the lead writer for Raw. So there's clearly changes going on both the SmackDown side and the Raw side creatively. Again, it's good to do it now, but you want to know what this tells me? TKO and everyone there is scared because tickets aren't selling as fast.
Yeah,
as
the rest of yep.
I wonder why with all the high prices, and I guarantee you Triple H is under high pressure because he's clearly on the hot seat.
Oh,
he
yeah.
really is.
Definitely. I wouldn't be surprised to see if there's not even more names that come up. You know,
and get rid of everybody who worked with Vince.
Exactly. You know, just clear house.
Bruce Pritchard, who I don't even know how he has a job after the whole Vince McMahon documentary came out where he was defending him. Michael P.S. Hayes, I've lost track how many times that guy's been demoted, promoted, and got
we talked about Hayes last week. So
yeah, and that's not even getting into like the darker side of Michael P.S. Hayes, because there is a dark side to that man. And there's plenty of other writers as well that need to go. I mean, I would clean the house of everyone who was with Vince McMahon.
Because you got to think, all those problems that were there with Vince are still there because they kept them on staff. You know what I mean? So all that ethics and all the moral stuff, that is still plaguing the WWE writers' room. You know what I'm saying? All that turmoil is still in there.
Correct.
I have to clean that out of there.
Exactly. And I don't understand why this wasn't done after WrestlePalooza, like I said. But, you know, I'm concerned that WWE, because this year's WrestleMania, I haven't been hyped for this WrestleMania. And yes, you could say,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no hypeness at all. Like, we went into Elimination Chamber, and we was like, we knew CM Punk was going to win. It's so predictable, is what I'm getting at. Yeah. The storylines have become very predictable.
Yeah, we'll get into the Elimination Chamber predictions a little later in the show, but.
Brandon. I'll go ahead and give my thoughts on the creative stuff before we move on to the next topic. My thoughts are this close to Mania is like has to be like y'all were saying, it has to be a panic thing. Has to be, because you normally don't see them change direction like creatively until after Mania, because Mania is like the end of the year cycle, and then they start the new year from Mania, like after Mania, the Raw after Mania. So doing the changes before Mania is definitely something, you know, lackluster. And you can probably already tell with some of the changes with Raw a little bit with, I mean, we're going to get into this later too, with Penta winning the Intercontinental Championship and accelerating to maybe the Judgment Day breakup, you know. So that could be a sign of these changes that we were announced today, you know, as well.
And I'm a little surprised they didn't wait until after Mania was, because usually you do spring cleaning after WrestleManias, and there's going to be more releases coming.
Oh, definitely.
They always do this after WrestleMania, but I'm just stunned here. Listen, I've been trashing Road Dogg. I'm not a big Road Dogg guy myself. But whatever is going on with him, whether if it's something personal, I hope everything is okay with him. But this was a move that had to be done. But I honestly believe, and then we'll move on to the next slide, I still think he kept this job as long as he's had is because he's buddy with Triple H.
Yeah,
100%. That's the only reason Road Dogg has been able to keep this job, is because his relationship with Triple H has to be 100%.
Yes, and even during the Vince era, yes, he was involved with that, but like I still think like he really kept his job, and he's maintained this job as long as he's had because he was basically buddy with Triple H. I mean, he was the worst part about DX not named Hornswoggle. But yeah, I wish him nothing but the best. Speaking of wishing nothing but the best, we got another tremendous news that happened a few days ago. In TNA, Total Nonstop Action, Steph DeLander and Mance Warner have quit the company. And this came out of nowhere because Steph DeLander, there was like a lot of people and a lot of reporting that she was getting close to a return. But it turns out that wasn't the case, and TNA refused to clear her. And apparently she was not happy. And Mance Warner, who they're married, by the way, which is why they left the company, both were so angry with this, they decided to quit. Which I find crazy because TNA didn't see this coming because TNA was advertising Steph DeLander on their next upcoming shows. And it's a really bad look for the company. And look, this is again in the debate of, are these people, you know, independent contractors or not? Because they got to be cleared by your people, not by yourself. And then all these rules with them being independent contract. These wrestlers are not independent contractors. There should be a union. They should get medical care, but they don't. They have to buy medical care, from what I was told from other people. So I don't blame them one bit for leaving the company.
I think it was the right choice for him. I mean, if she feels like a wrestler knows their body better than any doctor or any spinal fusion, and that's what basically happened. She went and got clearance from a top spinal surgeon for the C5, C6 fusion she had with the neck injury that happened in 2024, and I guess it was a WWE medical personnel, and TNA still said no, that she wasn't cleared to go. So I mean, it's really a two-way street. I mean, we get it that they're independent contractors and the company was wanting what's best for her and looking out for her. But if she feels she can go and she's ready to go, let her go, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And here's the funny part too, in all this. Even with WWE's help, TNA just can't get over themselves from the LOL TNA history. This is LOL TNA. This really is LOL TNA.
It's TNA. Oh man.
I mean, I've been watching Impact. Like once we finish recording, their episodes are always on Thursdays. But man, even after the move, when they got a better TV deal, they are horrible creative wise. Not NWA.
Talk about somebody who needs a creative upgrade is TNA. Because let me tell you,
I think the NWA needs more of a creative change because they have an incompetent promoter in Billy Corgan running things.
Oh god,
but
true that.
TNA is up there for. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, especially with how they botched Mike Santana's run as the champion there.
How did they botch that? That was crazy.
You want to know how they botched it, Jerry?
How's that?
LOL TNA.
LOL TNA is all you gotta say.
LOL TNA. Can I get a LOL TNA in the chat, guys? LOL TNA. Oh my god. Lord. But neck injuries are no joke. But like, if she's cleared by one of the top people in the business, listen, they're not going to be fighting for work. I absolutely. No. If I were to choose where I think they go, I think the independent circuit would probably be the right play for them, especially because Steph is tremendous in the independent scene. I mean, she was linked with Matt Cardona in the independent scene, and she'll absolutely make a killing in the independents. The second company, if she wants to sign a full-time deal, and nobody's talking about this promotion, and I think you guys will agree with me on this, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, because that promotion is the promoter. Do you know who promotes it?
No, who's that?
Scott D'Amore. Remember who Scott D'Amore? Yeah, Scott D'Amore used to be the promoter for TNA before they fired him after they allowed him to go into the middle of the ring and announce that the TNA brand was coming back.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is nuts, ain't it?
Brandon, what do you think about this?
Well, like y'all said, neck injuries is no joke, obviously. You know, that's the main thing. And I'm glad she's doing better. A husband and wife normally tagged, they normally leave the same time. You just look in wrestling, just look at, the Aleister Black. Well, not Aleister Black, but, they try to stay together. The Aleister Black, Zelina Vega.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, WWE completely gave their gimmick to Aleister and Zelina Vega. I refuse to call her just Zelina. It's stupid that they shortened her name. But, I get your point.
I don't know why they shortened her name.
I don't
it's the same thing with also, too, like, a lot of times, I'm trying to think there was another big one that got released that I can't remember off the top of my head, other than Karrion Kross. It was another big one that their contracts got released at the same time, and I just can't remember. But on to, Steph Lauder is going to be really good in the independents. I don't know if she's, on the radar of like a WWE or a AEW.
I think the person you're thinking of is Dakota Kai, because I know Dakota Kai and her, I think it was either a boyfriend or fiance, I can't remember. They both got released around the same time.
Yeah. I think that's who I was thinking.
Eddie Thorpe and Dakota Kai, I think it was. Yeah,
that's who I was thinking of. Yep. So, but anyway, So Steph, the Lauder is going to be great wherever she goes. Like I said, her husband. I haven't seen much of her husband in the ring, so I don't know.
More of an independent wrestler, but they'll make a killing in indies. But it's TNA. Yeah. I still think TNA comes off worse compared to them.
TNA is definitely losing out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 100%. So, as we mentioned earlier, Elimination Chamber was last Saturday, and we finally got the show done and over with. Very paint by numbers show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a major problem, like Jerry said earlier. Rhea Ripley won the Women's Chamber. CM Punk won the match with Finn Balor. I mean, was anyone really that shocked? I mean, he had a .000000000000001.
You know what I'm saying?
AJ Lee won the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Randy Orton won the Men's Chamber. And we finally found out who was in the crate.
Yeah.
It was a curse. Danhausen.
It was definitely cursed. Danhausen, baby.
Again, it had to be Danhausen. Because like I said, it was either Danhausen or it's stupid.
Yeah.
And he got booed at Chicago, too.
Yeah.
Like, there were some notable boos from it. But
to be honest, definitely.
Are you really that shocked that you guys overhyped? Here's the problem too in this creative. They overhyped this crate to be something big.
Yeah,
I love Danhausen. He had bad luck in AEW with all the injuries, and he wanted out of there. But Danhausen is not someone who should be getting this like tremendous. I love you, Danhausen, wherever you are. Don't curse me. I'm terrified.
Please don't curse this show.
But I just think the way they went and debuting him was just way too overhyped. And I feel like all the boos, it just sucked. But I will say one thing though. I find it cool that the lead dancer that led Danhausen out to the ring was his wife.
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's cool.
That's dope. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. For me, the Elimination Chamber overall, it was really, like I said earlier, it was predictable. I mean, to be honest, we just had CM Punk versus Finn Balor when Raw was in Belfast, right? They could have went a different route. I mean, yes, it was Chicago, CM Punk's hometown. I get that, but we could have went a different way. I say the best match of the night was the men's Elimination Chamber match, and I know that's so cliche of me to say that, right? But it was, and I'm so glad they decided to let Randy Orton win it because.
It had to be Randy. It was either Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, there's got to be though, because I'm hoping that they go the Fatal 4-Way at Mania. That's the way I'm wanting them to go.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the best decision. You know what I'm saying?
You cannot leave Jacob Fatu out of this.
Hell no. You have to add him to that.
I love Cody and Drew. I do. I'd never want to see them in a singles match for another few months.
Never.
And of course, I guess we'll get it tomorrow night. But yeah, I would make it a fatal 4-way match: Cody versus Drew versus Jacob Fatu versus Randy Orton. And I think that would be the perfect way to go. And I would have Randy Orton be revealed as the guy who took out Jacob Fatu, and I would turn him heel at WrestleMania and have him win the belt.
Who, Orton? Turn him heel? Yes,
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Now that's some creative we could get behind, my guys.
And I would have Randy Orton also be revealed as the guy that took out Jey Uso. And I can't remember this. You guys have better memories than I do. When Jey Uso got taken out, who didn't we see in that whole thing?
I think we didn't see Orton, didn't we?
We didn't see Orton, did we?
Orton, McIntyre, we didn't see him. Did we see McIntyre?
McIntyre was going out to the ring.
Yeah, he was going out to the ring, but
and if I'm wrong, and he was seen, I'll take my L on that. I mean, I'm not an egomaniac, I'll say that, but I don't remember seeing Randy Orton there.
Mm-mm.
So the women's chamber match, I predicted Alexa Bliss to be in the chamber.
Of course, she's the first one eliminated.
Of course, she is the first one eliminated. But
and to be honest, guys, I thought that was there's no way Bush should have been eliminated first in that chamber match.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
First off, can I ask a question? Why did they start with Kiana James in this match?
That's just a show, I don't know they want to show her off, but at the same, I don't know if it works.
In her, I really don't. I don't think she's, and it's clear WWE prefers her over Julia.
And that's the main reason the whole Julia United States Championship reign was so bad, because they were overhyping Kiana James over Julia.
Well, not only that, but the first off, SmackDown's women's mid card division is terrible. I mean,
it's not good.
She's basically
you're right about
that. Zelina Vega and Mia Yim, because I refuse to call her by that terrible name she's going.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Oh, Michin.
Horrible. Oh my God. Yeah. Terrible.
It's the horriblest name in the world, bro.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Yeah, but if you had to go with someone to win that chamber match, it was Rhea Ripley. I'm happy for it. One thing I forgot to mention about the men's chamber, and it's hard to not mention this. Man, LA Knight is done. I've been done with that botch.
Randy Orton was rolling about that botch, bro.
I've been done with LA Knight for a while. I've said for about a year now, they're never going to book LA Knight to the main event scene. No. He's done. And look, I get the botch that he had. Oh God, is like you can't recover from a botch.
Can I say this? Can we say that? I think Trick Williams and Javon Evans that Trick. You know what I'm saying?
Trick, great. I think Trick is going to be a main event player, and Javon Evans
very quickly too.
And the scary thing about Javon Evans is how young he is. I think he's like 21, if I remember correctly.
He's only 21. He is crazy. He is so good for being 21. It's nuts.
Yeah,
I didn't like how they booked both of their eliminations though, with Paul getting the 3 straight eliminations.
Well, that was because the original plan was for Bronson Reed to be in that spot, or Braun Breaker, but injuries happen, and we got an update on Bronson Reed. He's not going to be back for a little bit with his pec injury. We'll see about Braun Breaker. As for the AJ Lee match with Becky, who cares? We all knew AJ Lee was going to win. She'll drop the belt back to Becky at WrestleMania.
You know what though? You know what? To be honest, that was probably my favorite match of the night. Was that match? Was the AJ Lee match? I'm dead serious. Like I know y'all might laugh at me for it, but I think the way they
I wouldn't laugh.
They set up the Jessica Carr stuff a little bit more with Becky. That could be a potential Mania Matt direction for Becky. I know they might go with the rematch, but it could be another angle to there too. With if they wanted to pivot and just say, "Oh, Jessica Carr," or because she's been involved as that mask superstar. I can't remember the gimmick that she has at Evolve, but off the top of my head right now. But she's been in the ring. So,
by the way, what the hell with that CM Punk photo? You've seen the CM Punk photo where he's basically wrapped the belts around his in the bear.
We've seen it. Yep.
Why?
I haven't seen it. I'm looking shocked. I didn't see it, guys.
Why? Why would you take a photo of yourself in that and try to make a joke out of it? That's not fun.
Yeah. Well, I think he was doing a reference to Becky and Seth, and when they won their belts.
God! In that book or whatever. And by the way, I don't think Becky comes off well because apparently she didn't speak with Seth about putting that in her book.
Yeah.
But
I got a question for you guys.
A reference to that. I think that's what that was.
Still, don't photograph yourself like that and put it online.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People are like, oh, but Seth Rollins did it. Oh, not Seth Rollins. I mean, Shawn Michaels
we got to be like
it.
Seth?
Stacy Keibler did it.
Yeah.
Attitude Era, guys.
Yeah.
Different times. And speaking of Seth Rollins, let's go on to the shocking part of the men's chamber.
Yeah. Oh, is it a slide? Sorry.
I got it. My bad. My internet was slow. So during the men's elimination chamber match, we got the return of Seth Rollins and costing Logan Paul. No surprise whatsoever.
Yeah, none.
No surprise, whatever. 100%. I seen this coming with the health news saying that he was. I am so happy that he got to come back and that we're on this road to WrestleMania. Him going to get his payback on the Vision storyline with Seth Rollins, because I feel like his story with this is going to just take him over the top.
You want to know what I think of the Vision faction? Where's Danhausen? Cursed. That's why I think that
they're definitely cursed.
I'll say something as well with his returning. Can we please stop with the black attire, the black mask, the black?
Yes. Can we just drop the whole mask gimmick thing?
Can
for
we
a while?
please? Look, Triple H will never watch this, but I beg of you, stop. This is like the 7th time they've done this. Whatever happened to darkening out the ring? And then, like what AEW does. And AEW does it way too many times, too. I wish it would stop there. But WWE doesn't do it as much. Why not do that there?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I don't understand it. I really don't. What is it with the infatuation here?
Yeah. With that gimmick alone, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why that gimmick is. That gimmick's one of those weird situations. Every time I see it, it's like it's the same stick every time. And you know what? That it was going to be the men's chamber is my favorite match until I saw how they did the match. The reveal of Rollins, and then 2 minutes later, McIntyre costs Rhodes again.
I don't understand that at all. Like I get.
Yeah,
I don't get it. Too much. Like
too much in
one
the short
time.
Yeah, there was too much at the end of that chamber match. Definitely, they tried to cram too many segments all in ones at the end of it, and just
they should have breathed. They should have let it breathe. That's why, I don't like the fact that Paul eliminated Javon and Trick.
Well, I think WWE was in a tough spot with that one, because I think that would have been Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed got injured.
Look, even if it was Bronson Reed, and they still had the same process of Seth coming in.
The
same dynamic. It's just too much.
It's the same. If it's the same dynamic, I would have spaced out at least the Javon elimination, because it was
because that really took away from Trick and Javon's. Big, it took away for their performance too. If you really want to look at it, letting him eliminate.
It was rushed. It was the production of that was rushed to me, and that's why I was like
rushed, very rushed. I like that word.
And speaking of which, let's get into this next topic since we're talking Logan Paul. Yeah. Logan Paul, again, we'll talk about the real reason he's getting heat right now, but he basically he's the reason why their ads on the ring. He was the one that started that with the big Prime bottle at WrestleMania. Well, he basically probably regrets that now.
It's too slick.
He has a problem with the ads on the ring. And this is a quote he legitimately said on one of his podcasts. By the end of the night, the middle of that ring gets really slippery with them logos painted there. I'll just say it, bro. I noticed. I can't get running full speed. I've got to be really careful with my feet, my placement, because the logos, are in the middle of the ring. He admits right here. This is what I find crazy. I started it with Prime. We were the first in the middle of the ring with the logo. It's not us anymore. It's not us. That tells me he regrets it.
Yeah.
There's definitely some regret there for that, ain't there?
Yeah.
That also, those logos could also be, the sponsor logos could also be a lot of the reason the botches happen, here lately.
100% agree. 100% agree. And I often wonder when is there going to be a time where, like a move happens and someone gets injured because of the painted logos?
Yeah.
That's what I fear. But listen, WWE is owned by TKO. They're so greedy. Nothing's going to change from this, and that sucks.
Well, then here's the thing too. I don't know if you saw going back to LA Knight's botch. Did y'all see where Logan Paul was talking about his botch and defending him, saying the ropes were kind of slippery too that night?
Yeah.
Which, I'm not surprised. It was the last match, so I'm
I can definitely see why the ropes. You know what I mean? But that also could be WWE, taking a little bit more preventative maintenance and, wiping down the ropes after every match and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Maybe WWE needs to look into something like that too.
And then another thing,
or not be greedy or not be greedy anymore. Maybe like
that too. That too.
That's what's killing WWE, by the way. They are
the greed. The greed is definitely what's taken away from the whole product of WWE.
The greed and the ego. And speaking of ego, I mean, it's kind of an NFL thing, but we got to mention this. This guy can't keep his freaking mouth shut.
He thinks he can take Garrett in a fight. I'm telling you, man.
Well, on the road, I would be super more nervous about that if you want to take on Myles Garrett. I mean, I've lost track how many he's been ticketed more than, Trevor from GTA 5.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's what I think is crazy. Like him saying that, I would throttle Myles Garrett. Okay, fine. This is what really annoys me. If you put 99% of NFL athletes on a team and put them in a WWE ring, they would go in the. I forgot to censor that. That's on me. They would not be able to do it, and that's on God. It's the hardest thing in the world to do. That is disrespectful to your peers.
Very.
So many WWE superstars are former NFL players.
Yes.
Former football players, period.
Hall of Famers, too, by the way.
Exactly.
I mean...
And he said he would throttle the 6'4", 272-pound all-pro defense. He said he would throttle Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
that's the word he chose to use. Was throttle.
How dare? Look, he's never gonna freaking learn. Whether it's his scams, whether it's all this, he's never gonna learn. And
never will.
Yeah, and now Le'Veon Bell challenged him for a fight. I mean, Le'Veon Bell's another piece of work in the NFL, but he actually has boxed before with. Guess who that fight was against? By the way.
That's Silva, right? Anderson Silva?
Nope.
Who was it?
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, AP, that's who it was.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. It's the battle of who doesn't want to get bankrupt because both are pretty, know.
I'm gonna be honest with this whole Logan Paul thing with Myles Garrett. I really think the comments Tom Brady made to him on Impulsive had really, really made him go one way or another about the NFL just because of what Tom Brady said. I think that rubbed him the wrong way.
Well, I mean, it's Tom Brady. I mean, he said some wild things. And let's be real. Tom Brady absolutely has his legacy tainted with Deflategate. Just going to throw that out there.
Oh,
you
definitely.
Can't just erase that.
Yeah, that's not erasable.
I mean, Logan, you got to be freaking smart, dude. You're never going to learn. And there's going to come a time where you're going to say something crazy, and it's going to cost you everything.
Right. All of it. It's going to cost him everything.
I'm surprised he didn't get in trouble for the comments he made about Travis Scott not too long ago about why he quit. I'm shocked he didn't get in trouble for that.
Me too. That is surprising that there wasn't some.
I'm surprised. My surprise is, even though because Impulsive is technically partnered with the WWE now.
That too.
I'm surprised.
And I'm surprised that your internet froze. Oh, there.
Yeah. Let me repeat that. So I'm surprised that the company's not monitoring what he says on Impulsive. You know what I mean? A little bit closer.
Yeah.
You're right about that because there has been some stories and stuff on Impulsive that's came out that I think maybe the WWE should pay a little bit more attention close to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his co-host, whatever his name is,
Mike
that dude is another one I can't stand too.
Yeah, he's up. I agree with you on that. I'm just gonna leave. I agree with you on that. I'm not gonna say why because I want to get in trouble. But that dude exactly.
He's a piece of work.
He is a piece of work, and he still is. You know who else is a piece of work and should get tarnished? This man, Brock Lesnar, who should not be on TV with the whole Janelle Grant stuff's going on. They clearly have booked him. How do you poorly book Brock Lesnar when you bring him back at SummerSlam? You put him at that terrible WrestlePalooza match with John Cena. You didn't even finish that story.
Left that out there. Just left it.
Yep, and then you had him go back to Paul Heyman, and nothing else happens there. He goes in the Royal Rumble. He gets eliminated in the middle of the Royal Rumble while Jey Uso is yeeting by LA Knight and
Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
You can see the angle. He calls for the elimination too. Like he calls for it during the entrance.
Yes.
Like you can see that angle.
And you want now he basically shows up on Raw with Paul Heyman again. He doesn't say a word. What a waste of Brock Lesnar, by the way. And basically says he's getting a mystery opponent for WrestleMania 42. Great. Take the lazy way out for Brock Lesnar.
His open challenge, man.
Why is he still employed again with all the money they're paying him?
I couldn't answer that for you.
And there's only 3 ways I could see this going in.
You got 3 ways to meet. That's the same thing I got, Nicholas.
Let's see who the 3 if we match up. Option 1, and the only option I will accept. Obafemi.
That's my main. Obafemi is my main one. Yes.
Number 2, and this is the one I fear the most because if this happens, then he should request his release. LA Knight, because there's been rumors. There's been rumors of him and LA Knight facing off with each other.
That is not one of mine. Wow.
And number 3, and this is all depending on how his contract is with AEW. I don't know what's going on. I know it's frozen. Chris Jericho.
Okay. Okay. All right.
What are your 2?
So the Obafemi is the one that I'm really hoping for, but I had Rusev.
Ugh.
I know the Bulgarian Brute versus Brock Lesnar. I get it.
Do you think he regrets leaving AEW?
I think so with the booking he's had, yeah, and what with him and Oba. The reason I'm thinking that it might be this guys, the next guy I'm getting ready to name might be Brock Lesnar's mystery opponent, because I feel Rusev and Oba might have something brewing for WrestleMania with what they're getting ready to go through, because they got something going on. But I also Royce Keys. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Why not get a little powerhouse Hobbs up in there against Lesnar? You know what I'm saying?
One second, y'all. I gotta get a message in here for about Royce Keys. Well, you guys will find out in a little later about what that message is. I gotta make the payment right now. But yeah, I like those ideas a lot. But yeah, screw Brock Lesnar. Let's go move on to the next one. I'm not wasting any time with him. We got a new Intercontinental Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Penta finally wins the Intercontinental Championship. 8 months too late. I'm just gonna say this now. I think he should have won it like at WrestleMania last year.
Last year, yes.
But listen, he deserves it. Penta's over as heck, and it was time for Dominic to drop that belt.
Yes.
Who got cursed by Danhausen on the show. And I think he's going to lose that AAA championship as well to El Hijo del Vikingo.
Yeah, I think Dom's definitely.
I think he's dropping both belts to set up a potential world heavyweight reign.
You think they're going to push him like that?
I don't think so. I think they're going to have him
I think he could get pushed like that, guys.
I think they're going to have him have a decent reign with the IC belts before they push him there. I mean, I still think that the next plan has to be Gunther going after that belt after he retires Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania this year, SummerSlam. Yeah, because I think you got to do Gunther versus, because there's rumors that Brock is going to retire at SummerSlam. But yeah, I like this with Penta. He deserves it. You know who I feel bad for the most? I feel bad for Rey Fenix.
Yes.
My fault.
So no. Go back to that because the payment went through. Yep.
We got it.
You went with Royce Keys. I'm putting the word out because I'm worried about this man. I'm worried about where he is. Royce Keys has been missing, and I'm putting him on the milk carton. I've already put the missing posters out there. I just made the payment with my cell phone here. That's why I was pressing proceed. It's been made. Where the hell is Royce Keys?
On Stephanie McMahon's podcast, obviously, because that's all he's been doing for WWE.
You know what I find crazy too? Doing research. WWE's been holding him back just so he could get the experience of how it's run backstage in WWE.
Which is nothing but a cop-out. Come on, guys.
Yeah. And I make a gajillion doing this podcast. See how easy it is to tell stories? And here's another thing too. Here's another thing too with Royce Keys that I think is crazy with this entire thing. He's 41 years old.
And
what
also,
the hell? What the hell do you mean he needs to experience?
Yeah, more in-ring reps is what Body Slam W has been utilizing Royce Keys and Dark
more
matches.
reps.
Yeah, more in-ring reps is what BodySlam.net has put out there. Is their WWE's been putting him in dark matches for more in-ring reps. Then why the hell did you bring him aboard if you think he needs more?
And why the hell did you debut him at the Royal Rumble?
Exactly. You debut somebody at the Royal Rumble to have a push for him ready for Mania.
And look, I get it. He's a big free agent signing. You want to make, I mean, here's the thing though, just because he's a big signing, if you don't have a plan afterwards, that big debut, that big signing means nothing. Gable Steveson, sorry.
I promise you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cough there. Gable Stevenson, if you get where I'm going here. But yeah, I'm putting out the word for Royce Keys where he is. I mean, the reasonings just don't feel right to me. I think this man is legitimately missing. If you found him or wherever you are, please contact 1234 Total Apex or go to totalapexsports.com for the updates that are surrounding Royce Keys. I mean, I'll be continuing to update everybody on the fighting tab for
We're
pro
getting
wrestling.
a PI, guys. We're getting a private investigator for this.
Yes,
this is not working out.
We already got the milk cartons. We already got the posters ready.
What do you think the payment was for, guys?
Yeah, I'm already getting the plane that's flying around in Nevada for WrestleMania. I'm already getting all the bus stops with this stuff all around. I already got the milk cartons delivered. It's in catering. It's in the stands. It's in the concessions. It's in the bars. It's in the commercials. It's in the newspapers. It's on the billboards. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm going. Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
All right, let's go to the next slide. Bianca Belair. Finally got an update with Bianca Belair.
I miss Bianca, guys, for real.
I do. She's great. She really is great.
That performance she had in that triple threat last year at Mania and then losing her after that, oh, man, that sucked.
And she did it with a bad finger. Like
exactly.
From what I've read online, it's like the knuckle. That's the big problem. Like it's crazy. And I think it's ridiculous that she waited 9 months before she even got the surgery. That's just ridiculous to me. I don't know if it was her choice or WWE's choice just to let it heal naturally. She should have gotten the surgery.
Yeah, she should have did. She shouldn't have waited as long as she did, because I feel like that's making it's prolonged the whole rehab.
And I think, Brandon, you'll agree with me on this. It's harming Jade Cargill, because the original the original plan was for Bianca to face Jade Cargill. No doubt in my mind. Now that's
100%.
That's going to get pushed to SummerSlam now.
Yeah.
And, it just – because, by the way, Jade Cargill's reign has been horrible. She is a terrible champion.
And it goes back to what we were talking about with Rhea earlier, winning that. And I think they did that just to get that big attraction for Mania.
No, that's definitely why. Because Jade's not big enough yet. Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's why they dropped it. And I found it funny after we had the podcast last week, Nick. Rhea and Io dropped the tag belts to Nia last.
Yeah, that's when I knew Rhea was winning.
Yep. See, that's when as soon as they dropped them tag titles, I knew it.
Yeah. And to Lash Legend and Nia Jax. By the way, WWE burned those belts.
Yeah,
burn those belts. The most
because the division's nothing.
That's
the thing. Well, that's the thing. No, you gotta let the Bellas have it and then burn it. That's what.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, let the Bellas get one reign in, because that is one hell of a tag team right there.
No, it's not. Because let's be real. The Bella Twins are only back is because Nikki Bella is probably she probably has financial issues from her divorce. Let's be honest here. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why they're back.
And she wants a retirement tour like her ex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Which ex? I've lost track.
Yeah. Too many on the count, brother.
Oh my God. All right, let's get into another quick update here for Bronson Reed. We will be brief here. He is expected to miss 3 to 6 months with his bicep injury, and it just sucks because I think if he was healthy, it would have been Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Oh,
probably would have been.
And what sucks too is this is going to be the second WrestleMania he's missed due to injury. Last year he had that ankle issue. I think he broke both of his ankles, if I remember correctly, from doing that tsunami from the top of the cage.
Yep, definitely.
And he missed that WrestleMania, and him coming back and getting hurt again, that sucks.
Right before Mania, too. He came back right after last year's WrestleMania, worked up till the season of WrestleMania, then gets injured heading towards WrestleMania. That's got to blow for the big man.
Yeah, it really does blow. And we wish him nothing but the best. Hope everything is good.
Yeah. Speedy recovery to the big Bronson Reed, please.
Let's get into some quick predictions because Vengeance Day is on Saturday. We'll be quick with this because let's be real, the NXT show, it's not like the black and gold era days. Let's get started off.
Before we get into it, I want to say they're finally breaking up Soul and Zarya.
They have.
I'm kind of looking forward to that direction, see what they go for Stand and Deliver, but. To Vengeance.
I wish Soul would be pushed back, man, because JC James, I don't see what WWE and NXT sees in that girl, JC James.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Let's get into the predictions. Tony D'Angelo versus Dion Lennox. Who cares? This is a piss break match. I will be taking Tony D'Angelo.
If D'Angelo doesn't win, what's the point of his return?
Exactly.
Future endeavor. One word, future endeavor. Actually, that's 2 words, but you get my name. Next, Jada Parker versus Blake Monroe in a street fight. I've been disappointed with Blake Monroe's tenure in WWE.
To say the least.
I still think Jada is going to win because she's came back from the neck issue or the kayfabe neck injury. And I think Jada Parker should win the street fight. And, who knows? Maybe her and Jey Uso could party it up if the rumors are true.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going opposite. I'm going Blake. They gotta give Blake Monroe a big spot here. I think
you're disappointing Jey Uso. I mean, there's footage of him and Jada Parker at bars.
I know, I get it, I know, but
of Jay cheating on his wife.
Yeah,
that is so crazy, man.
No, I think Blake Monroe needs to be. I think Blake Monroe needs it more than Jada at this point. For me,
saying that, because Monroe's tenure with WWE, it's been subpar to say the least.
Yeah,
disappointing. So you guys are both going Blake, I'm guessing.
No, I'm going with Jada Parker on that match. That's my pick. That's who I figured going to win the street fight.
I'm gonna ride solo. I'm gonna ride for Blake Monroe. So.
All right.
Lola Vice versus Kalani Jordan in an NXT Underground match. This is the hardest match for me to pick. I think Lola Vice is getting the call up soon.
Me too.
Kalani too, and I think wherever Kalani Jordan goes, she goes to wherever Carmelo Hayes goes because I think they're married, if I remember correctly. They're married or engaged. I can't remember.
They're one of the two.
One or the other, yeah.
I think Lola Vice will get the win here, and Kalani Jordan gets called up after Mania.
I like the direction. The bad thing, I don't know if it's a real hand injury that the wrist injury that Lola's got, or if it's kayfabe.
I think it's kayfabe. I think it's kayfabe.
Yeah. So for me, I think Lola's gonna win here, because it is the underground match, and that's been her gimmick the last couple big feuds that Lola's had is the underground match, and it's where Lola has won a lot of the time. Like look at the Jada Parker match, a few months back. So I think Lola get that. I don't think this is the hardest for me to pick because of that. Just because of the NXT Underground factor.
Correct.
Yeah, Lola Vice definitely going to take this match with her underground match background. Yeah, this is definitely Lola's to have.
Next, we have Ricky Saints versus Joe Hendry. Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
Yeah.
I do.
Do you believe in Joe Hendry, Jerry?
I love me some Joe Hendry, especially after what he did with Orton last year at Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. I predict Joe Hendry.
Oh, it's going to be Hendry. I mean, they wouldn't have put the belt on him at that ladder match that they were going to get.
He ain't going to drop it this soon. He's not going to drop it this soon. Especially, I mean, Ricky Saints is definitely a great character for WWE and NXT. Yeah. He will be, but it's too soon for Joe Hendry to drop that title.
Yeah. And the last match, we have Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dane for the NXT Women's North American title.
If Tatum doesn't win this, if Tatum don't win this, I don't know what they're gonna do with Tatum after.
I know what they'll do. They'll put her on the future endeavor list. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm going Tatum Paxley, and I think Izzy Dane gets called up to either the SmackDown roster or the Raw roster.
I think she goes to Raw.
Probably with Braun Breaker. Yeah. I think they're a thing.
I'm thinking Raw too is where she's going to end up as well.
I'm going with Tatum. I like Tatum. Like, Tatum is one of those characters that is like, the weird side, like they did with Bliss a couple of years ago. That the side.
The basically where they were trying to make her into the Fiend and seal everything.
Yeah, but the way that they do it with Tatum, though, it's like she's out there, she's got the dolls and everything like that.
It's better. It's better than whatever the heck Wendy Chu was doing.
Oh, that's a
Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu, man. But no, Tatum is. I think Tatum is good. She had the belt, the NXT belt, for a little bit. I think has a long reign with the North American title.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on from here. By the way, if you want to watch the show, it's the last NXT show that will be on Peacock. So if you got Peacock and you want to save it for another last round before you delete it, you can do it after this show.
After this one, guys.
Where are they going with the NXT? After they're going to the ESPN?
I think they're going to ESPN, but from what I was told, this is the last show on Peacock.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's going to be Netflix or if it's going to be ESPN, but this is the last one for Peacock.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's talk a little more AEW / Ring of Honor. So, ever since Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor, it hasn't gone to plan, because Tony Khan's plan was to get a TV deal for Ring of Honor.
Yep.
But you know what I think they should? What I would have done from day one, I would have done what they're doing now. Put Ring of Honor permanently in Jacksonville and make it their version of NXT.
Yep.
And you know who I would have run Ring of Honor, unless he doesn't want to and he wants to still commentate? I would put Bryan Danielson in the William Regal GM role for Ring of Honor.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I like that.
That'd be interesting.
I like that.
Because he's had the experience with the SmackDown GM when he was hurt. So
and he was great in that role. He was great in that role.
He was great. So,
I think it's a great idea that they're going to film at WJCT Studios in Jacksonville for ROH. This is a great way for them to save a little bit of money with the traveling like they were doing for the tape
production. Yes.
I think this is going to really set them up for future to find that TV deal eventually.
Yeah, basically just what with NXT did at Full Sail University.
Exactly. Yep.
Let's get into some more AEW news. We now have a big signing here. The Dogs, which at the time they were. Yes. They are now all elite. The Dogs were basically the Bullet Club War Dogs in New Japan. They are now in AEW. Clark Connors, David Finlay, and Gabe Kidd, they are now all elite. Not a shock for this reason. Clark Connors was a lock because he's dating Tekla in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe Kidd was featured heavily in the Death Rider stuff in New Japan, and he can easily do what Konosuke Takeshita is doing, and he could work at Japan shows and AEW shows here. And it wouldn't make sense if David Finlay just went on his own in WWE, and I think him staying with his Dogs in AEW is the perfect play.
Is Finlay the son of Finlay?
Yeah, Finlay. Yeah,
that's Finlay. Yeah.
I really thought that Dave Finlay was going to go to NXT with his brother. You're Ryan Connors.
Yeah.
I thought that's what was going to happen, but
he's too good to be put in NXT. By the way, Dave.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's way too. He's in the upper echelon of people on the independent scene right now. I really love Dave Finlay.
I did, and I love his paying tribute to his dad with his shillelagh.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Get it?
Because I saw the shillelagh and I was like, okay, so he must be related to
Finlay's son.
Okay.
Yep.
Quick, I just want this one will be a little quicker because the show is next week, but we do have some match confirmations for AEW. MJF versus Adam Page, FTR versus the Young Bucks, Moxley versus Takeshita, Bandito versus Andrade, and we just got yesterday confirmed Swerve Strickland's facing Brody King at the show. Out of all the matches on here, you're going to be shocked to the one I'm looking forward to the most, and that is Bandito versus Andrade.
Okay.
Bandito's great. He's one of my favorite. I think if AEW plays it right, he's going to be the first luchador to hold the AEW World Championship.
I could see. The way the AEW trades that main belt back and forth between a few guys, though, I just don't know how he gets in that, that club. I don't know how.
I get it.
Isn't Hangman Page the trios champion right now as well?
No, that the belt got changed. Fletcher's, the Don Callis family now is the trios champion.
Oh, okay, all right. So the MJF, Hangman and Page, the Texas Death Match, of course. Who, surprise there, right? But I think that's going to be. I'm very intrigued to watch that match just to see the route they're going to go. I'm wondering if MJF's going to drop the belt back to Adam Hangman Page.
I mean, it's tough to say. This whole show is going to be great. And I love Konosuke Takeshita. He's one of the pillars. He's basically my pillars in AEW are still MJF is still a pillar. Darby Allin is still a pillar. Kyle Fletcher is the pillar that's replaced Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Konosuke Takeshita has replaced Sammy Guevara as a pillar. He's that good.
Oh yeah, that Darby Allin. That is one guy I wish AEW would use more.
That's why I'm wondering why Darby's not in the AEW title scene. You know what I mean?
It's his fault, by the way, because he wanted to climb Mount Everest. He would have gotten the Hangman and Page spot when Hangman actually beat John Moxley.
So Darby.
That was the original plan, was to have Darby Allin as the guy, but Darby wanted to climb Mount Everest. He took way too much time off, and he came back on that show.
So now he's got to build his way back up to that again.
That's on Darby.
On Darby.
And I'm lucky he's still alive with how Mount Everest is.
Yeah, because I'm surprised he didn't jump off the top of that damn thing.
Well, good for him doing that, but gosh darn it, Darby, you could have had the freaking belt. They probably would have gave it to you here.
I fear for Darby Allin for other reasons because of the bumps he takes.
That
man's gonna end up in a wheelchair. That's
He takes worse bumps than Jeff Hardy's ever thought about.
He takes worse bumps than Dynamite Kid. Well, Dynamite Kid took some with how bad those rings were. Mick Foley, it's definitely up there.
Sabu, you know what I mean?
Sabu.
So do you think we get a rematch of Statlander versus Tekla? Speaking of,
I think so. So. There's definitely going to be a women's match that's on the show. They can't do all men. I think they got to have a rematch on the show.
What about Toni Storm? I don't understand why they're not pushing her back up in the AEW.
Well, I think they're taking it slow with her, and I think they're going to be introducing women's tag team belts soon.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So they're probably going to have her and Mina, unless they already did. I can't.
They already have the tag belts.
They do. I'm sorry.
Willow and what's her name? Shoot, what's her name? She was with Saraya for a while. What is her name?
Oh.
Gosh dang it.
Go on to Bing.
Harley Cameron?
Yeah, and Megan Bain. Yep. There it is. Well, no, not Megan Bain. I forgot.
She's Willow's partner. Harley Cameron.
Yeah. There it is.
And then Megan Bain, I think. Oh, well, didn't they just win it off them?
Well,
Bain and Ford.
Ford's hurt now, so they had.
Okay. So it wasn't. Okay. I knew Harley Cameron and Willow were.
I feel bad for Harley Cameron too. She had to delete her social media because of all the hate she was getting. And speaking of,
we already got the tag belts, but
And speaking of hate, let's get on to this guy.
Not this guy.
Not
Johnny Ace, John Laurinaitis.
Not this guy.
This guy crawled out of his hole wherever he is. I mean, he's been laying low after his involvement
out of his sewage tank.
And this is what he was quoted saying. Keep in mind, this is a man who was involved in the trafficking case of Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody realizes this, but I've been in the developmental scene for 20 years. My one love to help develop and groom young talents.
Yeah, you groom them all right.
Yeah. And I think that's the strategy for big time wrestling right now, to find younger stars and develop them into the stars of tomorrow.
Yeah, develop them into easy access, right?
Out of all the words you could choose for a man who's had so many allegations, the word groom should not be in that. Should not be in your vocabulary.
That word is just
wild
for him to say that.
Crazy
with all the legal trouble that he's still in with the McMahon stuff. I don't even see why this guy thinks it's okay.
He's gotten immunity from that, so he could, I think, testify for Grant's side or something. Like he flipped.
Oh, he did get the immunity for that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, yes. But
Steve, no wonder he feels like he can talk now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you want to know why I think there's been stories about Johnny Ace that don't paint him well? I mean, I'll get into one of them right now. Have you ever heard of the story of John Laurinaitis and AJ Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about it, Jerry?
No, I've heard some of this, but yeah, let's get into this.
So the story here is that John Laurinaitis was the head of talent relations. Like, he has so much power, and he did not like AJ Lee. And in her book, Crazy is My Superpower, which I recommend if you haven't read yet, go read. It's great. AJ Mendez is a great author. But in that book, John Laurinaitis would continuously bury AJ Lee and straight up said in front of everybody and to creative and to her own face, nobody finds you beautiful enough to work here.
Yeah.
This coming from the same man who straight up looked at catalogs when it came to recruiting people during the Diva search.
Yeah, straight up.
And it's all from the same guy that couldn't handle a surfer gimmick back in the day, or skateboard gimmick, whatever.
For real, straight up. And this guy also saying that AJ Lee would never be championship material. Are you kidding me right now? Like, I don't even see how this guy made it into the WWE world. The rest of
this is great. This is great, Molly. A guy who looks like spoiled milk has no business talk about that.
Yes, Molly, 100%, let him know.
100%. And there's plenty of other stories about Johnny Ace. I don't want to waste my time on him because he's a complete creep. Go back into the hole you were hiding in and don't come out.
Please.
Let's get into some good news here.
Yes.
We got the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Demolition is finally going in. About time.
Finally.
One of the best tag teams in the golden era of pro wrestling. And yes, Vince McMahon only created them just to get after the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom. They were really modeled after them. But
you
want to know what I like about Demolition too? Their music's great. They have great names. They have a great finisher as well. The Demolition Decapitation, which I wish was used more in pro wrestling. If you want to go look up their finisher, it's great. And you want to know what I think looks awesome with them? They remind me so much of the band Kiss.
Yes, you know what I mean? 100%.
And I love Axe and Smash. It's been a long time coming. The reason they didn't get into the Hall of Fame sooner is because they've had heat with Vince McMahon, and in WWE they've had bad moments. I mean, they were involved in the concussion lawsuit, the trademark lawsuit, and a whole lot of reasons why Demolition wasn't in.
How special Axe and Smash was to WWE and the tag team scene is their record of being champions for 478 days lasted for 28 years. To the New Day broke it in 2015, 2016.
You want to know why they broke it at that time?
Let us know.
The concussion lawsuit was going on.
Oh, yep. It
sure was. They wanted to scrub all the
Demolition records.
100%. Others confirmed as well. AJ Styles, absolutely deserved. Stephanie McMahon is also in the Hall of Fame.
I find it ironic when you went into the details of the Demolition Vince stuff. It's ironic they get in the same time Steph gets in.
Yeah, I know.
Bit, yeah.
I find it a little ironic because Steph is not her father. Like, obviously, she's taken a step back and everything like that. And she was actually, I think she was, the time she was in creative was, a little decent, I'm not saying great.
She kind of was a tyrant backstage. If you hear,
I know she was. I know. I get it. But anyway, I get where you're going with that.
And it's quite the coincidence that she decided to leave the moment her dad came back to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Hall of Fame for now. It's we actually have a confirmed date, Friday, April 17th at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Like another late Hall of Fame show that will probably be live streamed on their YouTube channel. If it was me, I want AJ Styles. Why do they keep on
doing these late shows? I just don't
because
know why
it saves money. It saves money because they can do it after SmackDown.
Anytime, remember that greedy TKO? They're greedy.
Yeah.
Any way to save $1.
Yeah. Any way to save. TKO comes off to me with all these. They're like the type of people that would complain that they lost a nickel in the gas price. You know what I mean? Gas is like $2.85 or something like that. They'll be angry that it's now $2.90 the next day.
Jesus.
That's how greedy they are.
Yeah, 1,000%.
One last thing before we conclude. I put together a list of who I would like to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame next. These are my 5 lists. I'll let you guys go with your list, but here are the 5 names I hope gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I'll start on the bottom right. Sid Udy, Psycho Sid Justice.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that man wasn't inducted a while ago.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm stunned that Miss Elizabeth hasn't been inducted into the Hall of Fame yet, especially with how big her and Macho Man was.
Yeah.
It's crazy she wasn't inducted.
Crazy she's not in.
I put Batista on there because Batista was supposed to go in 2020, and I want to remind everybody that he should be in.
Yeah.
On the bottom left, Brian Pillman, which Brian Pillman's son is with WWE right now. I'm a little surprised he hasn't been inducted yet. One of the bigger what if stories in the business. And in the top left, do you know who that female is?
Is it that Cyndi Lauper?
Yes.
Yes,
she is not in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's the only celebrity inductee I will allow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the 5 people I hope go in. I doubt that Batista will go in because he'll probably headline the one he actually goes in.
Yeah.
But what other names you wish would go into the WWE Hall of Fame?
I'm going to start with, obviously, once their careers are over, Jeff and Matt.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, for both their tag careers and then their individual careers.
Jeff actually turned down the Hall of Fame because they wouldn't induct Matt with him.
No, I call BS on that. I'm pretty sure he got fired because the guy showed up drunk to work. Because that was at the time where he was leaving the crowd and hugging everybody, and he was like clearly not in the right frame of mind, sober. And then he left to go join his brother in AEW, and guess what? He got another DUI for the 10 billionth time.
Yeah. But so
I think it's more due to his issues with alcohol is the reason why he left, and not the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you, Jerry? Who do you think?
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Can I name a couple more real quick, Nick?
Sure, go ahead.
Another one once their career's over. Obviously Kofi Kingston, Grand Slam champion, long time, like a lot of tag team reign. Obviously John Cena will headline his. We already know John Cena will be in.
It's going to be weird though when he does go in. We just basically see a microphone for like.
We might see a microphone. Yeah, true.
I mean, I saw a microphone for like 2 hours when he was on the Joe Rogan show.
Yeah, and then a diva that needs to get in. I don't know if she's. I don't think she is. She might be Melina. Is Melina?
No, she isn't in yet. No, she isn't.
I think we need to get. Melina needs to get in.
That's a good one. Another diva who I think is a good contender to go in, even though I don't know if she will. She just signed to be a coach in WWE. Jazz, especially with her ECW tenure.
Yeah,
that's another name I want to throw out there of who should go in.
Yeah. All right, Jerry, name some of yours real quick.
Jeff Hardy's for sure one that needs to be in the Hall of Fame because Jeff's one of the best wrestlers to ever do it. I mean, the stuff on the outside that he went through, I get that, but we all got dealt hands in life. But Jeff is one of the best in-ring talents that WWE has ever had.
He's also gotten way too many second chances. I just gotta throw that. Like, I love Jeff Hardy, I do, but he's gotten way too many second chances.
Yeah,
all his. But that's a good one.
Yeah.
I also would want to see Owen Hart. I want to see him.
He's never going into the WWE Hall of Fame. His widow on the Dark Side of the Ring episode said he will never be inducted with good reason.
I get that, but that's just one of my what ifs. What if could happen?
I think if AEW does their own Hall of Fame when they do, Owen Hart will go in that one.
I don't see why he would.
Owen Hart tournament?
Yeah, but I don't agree with that at all. I would rather him see it in the WWE Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what he meant to WWE with Bret Hart. And the Hart Foundation.
I just don't think it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
even his own son basically said, "I would never allow WWE to put his name on a piece of silver."
Yeah, but that's just who I would want to see in there. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I would want to see.
I know that's a good name to mention in this. Another one I had, Nick. I don't know if she's in or not. Is Kelly in?
No.
No.
I would say she's not in there. Not yet.
I'm not
That's a good name though.
I'm not a Kelly guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of her.
I'm a Kelly guy. That's one for me.
But I got it.
Yeah, that's the one for me, I would say. They're a legend I would shout out to back in the day that, D-Bry should be in, but I just don't know with his I don't know
if he's going to go in.
I don't know when and if he'll go in.
I think he will go in. It's just not now. I think it'll be in the future. Just not now.
Yeah.
Just not now.
I mean, would Beth Phoenix be in the same situation too?
I think she's already in. Is she?
She might be already in. I can't remember. I can't remember.
I'll give you another name who should go in, even though he's still an active wrestler for now. The Miz is going to go in.
Miz is going in for sure. Miz is going in.
Miz is going in for sure. Jericho will go in when he comes back. Dwayne will go in. Dwayne The Rock Johnson will definitely go in.
That's a big one. He'll have his own for sure.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, he'll definitely be the headliner in his group, The Rock.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I never want to see Dwayne Johnson on WWE TV ever again after the shenanigans he pulled with ruining John Cena's retirement with the heel
that was messed up. That was messed up.
Very messed up. But, those are our choices. I just want to say to everyone watching this right now, if you have a choice of who you want to go into the WWE Hall of Fame, message us in the comments section. I'd like you to message a name, give us a reason why. And while you do that, once you press the submit button on your comment, you see the thumbs up button on the video down there. I don't know if it's down there somewhere. Click that. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell for all notifications. Go to Total Apex Sports if you want wrestling content on there. I mean, we cover everything in sports: NFL, hockey, basketball, college sports, baseball, cricket, golf.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what else. Olympics we covered.
Yeah.
MMA we cover. UFC we cover. Rugby we cover.
Yep.
Anything we cover.
If it's a sport, we cover it.
Yes.
So yeah, whenever you can, make sure to check out the Total Apex Sports channel. I appreciate you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch this episode. Jerry, again, thank you for joining. We appreciate you guys. Have a good day, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.